Hey, I'm out here now. I'm trying this out, seeing if it's better than the closet, so I don't have to take like 6, 7 things out of it and put things in it and all that kind of stuff. Ignore the banging outside, that's a car. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. Let me get my glasses. Today, we're going to continue ZAPHA, the monster squid. Chapter 4, Danger at Sea. By noon the next day, they were drawing near the coast. Tom remembered how they had struggled through the flood waters that Zapron the sea serpent had caused in his rage. Now the land was clear again, with crops growing and people working in the fields. And the houses had been repaired with new wood and thatch. Tom felt proud that he had helped make Aventia prosperous again. At last, the road led Tom and his friends through a patch of thin woodland and out into the shore. "Look!" exclaimed Elena, pointing. "All the fishermen's huts have been rebuilt, and there are lots of new fishing boats." At first, Tom was pleased to see the snug new huts and the brightly painted boats pulled up on the beach, with fishing nets piled high beside them. Then he frowned. "Shouldn't all those boats be out at sea?" he asked. He exchanged an uncertain glance with Elena. "What's going on here?" There's a smell of dead fish, too," said Elena, shrinking her nose. Tom spotted a wisp of smoke rising from behind some boulders further along the beach. He and Elena dismounted, leaving Storm to crop the grass under the trees. They headed for the rocks. As they drew closer, they saw a group of people crouched around a driftwood fire. One woman was ladling stew from an iron pot into wooden bowls. All the people looked worried and miserable. Then Tom recognized a tall boy with red hair and an erect face. "Column," he explained. The boy looked up and sprung to his feet. "Tom!" He hugged Tom and then Elena, before bending down to plunge his hands into the thick fur around Silver's neck. "It's good to see you again." It's good to see you too, Tom said. He would never forget how Colum had helped him when he came to free Sepron the sea serpent from Marvel's evil spell. What's going on here? He asked. Yes, why is no one out in the boats? Dogs. I love dogs, but you know. Yes, why is no one out in the boats? Tom added. The men and women round the fire exchanged nervous glances. It's too dangerous to go out to sea. Excuse me? Colin explained after a moment's hesitation. A couple of our people didn't come back yesterday. We found wreckage washed up, but no one knows what happened to the boatmen. Tom glanced swiftly at Elena. She was looking as confused as he felt. Sepron was free now, and should have been protecting this part of the kingdom. What had gone wrong? Do you know why they disappeared? He asked Colum. A man Tom recognized as Colum's father pointed out to sea. Whirlpools, he said. They appeared a few days ago near those rocks. No one knows why. Only a fool would go out there now. Or Lyndon. Another man said with a bitter laugh. Or Lyndon. Who's Lyndon? Tom asked. A stubborn fool, the man replied. He doesn't know what's good for him. A woman chimed in. He insisted on going out this morning, traveling for fish, just as he always does. He hasn't returned yet, and goodness knows why he went. Colum's father added grumpily. The pickings are thin. You know? The pickings are thin enough. Since the whirlpools appeared, all the fish have gone. Some of them have been washed up dead, Colum said, pointing to the edge of the water. Tom could see the gleam of silver. Tom could see a gleam of silver fish lying among the other debris. Pebbles. Silver trotted down the water's edge and snuffled at one of them. Then he drew back with a disgusted snort. Silver, hey, boy. Silver, here, boy. Elena tickled the wolf's ears as he returned to her. Be careful where you push your nose. These were good fishing waters, the woman went on. But if the whirlpools stay, we'll have nothing but a few vegetables to live on. Tom gazed at Colum. The boy's eyes were filled with hope. He was the only one from this village who knew that Tom had freed Sepron from Malville's curse. I think I might know something about this, Thomas said softly, so that only Colum could hear. Wait here. Beckoning to Eleanor, he hurried back to where they had left Storm. He pulled the magic map out of the saddlebag. When he unrolled it, he could see a picture of a golden helmet resting in the sea beside a rocky island. That's exactly where the whirlpools are, said Eleanor. Tom met her anxious gaze. His pulse began to race with a mixture of fear and excitement. You heard what Colum said, Eleanor went on. Boats that go out, they don't come back. Tom gazed out across the waves. I don't have a choice, he said. This is my quest. I have to go. And that was chapter 3. There's only a picture of Silver finding the dead fish on the seashore. That's the only picture of this chapter, so. Next chapter, chapter 5, is Linden. So, I hope you guys enjoyed my read through Beast Quest out here. And I hope that the audio picked up. I have a microphone up here so it can record me and everything else around me. So, yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed my video of Zapha the monster squid. And I hope I will see you in the next video. Hope you subscribe and hit the bell as well. Check out my DeviantArt if you want to. Dragon Master Mario. And yeah, hope to see you next week. Alright? I'll see you later. Bye-bye.